You're watching From the Heart with John Willard.
Hi friends, John Willard here, the gentleman poet, storyteller, and NACA contributor, back for another show and more bone-chilling truth. It's now April in the Ozarks, and the Ozarks are showing dogwoods and pink redbud trees and wild roses, tiger lily. Friends, I wish you all were here. The heroes in my life and in my heart, I'd like to share this quote. This is by a very accomplished individual. He is a Paralympic gold medal in the discus. He's Outstanding Teacher of the Year, 1995. And he's Outstanding Coach of the Year in 1995. National Teachers Hall of Fame. His name is Rich Ruffalo. He says, I have RP, a genetic disease that causes you to slowly lose your vision, like a slow leak in a tire. 13 years after I was diagnosed, my lights went out. Today, I'm a raging bull. I haven't even made a dent yet. I took all my negative energy and focused it on doing positive things. I don't want to be remembered as a person who set world records for the blind. I want to be remembered as a person who helped others. Disability is only a state of mind. In my opinion, the human body is a container, and the container comes in different sizes and shapes and colors. Some have no hair, some are long and slender, some are short and stout, some have no headlights like me. The important thing to remember is that the essence of our humanity is the spirit that lies within our container. We all have this spirit, and it's a reservoir of tremendous potential. When you tap into this potential, you can move mountains. And if you can't do that, you can still drill right through them. This is his quote. We are not born brave and heroic. It's the result of a decision we make when we choose to live lives based on the noble principles inspired by the courage and impelled by commitment. I like that. Once in a while, a person touches our lives with words and actions so special that they change us forever. Heroes teach us the benefits of persistence and commitment. Heroes personify the best of what we believe about ourselves and offer proof that our grandest goals are achievable. There's something in our spirit that longs to be elevated to new heights of purpose. Extraordinary achievements never fail to inspire us to raise our own sights and to color outside the lines. The celebration of heroes, we discover, is ultimately the celebration of our own potential. Qualities of sacrifice and virtue in your own heart is a hero of epic proportion. The satisfaction of a life of purpose, pursued with courage and passion. This life of purpose I see in Naka, Nagi, and Nagi's mom. Sometimes something hits people between the eyes. Nagi's upstairs bedroom was cold on winter nights, when the loud cursing and fighting would get unbearable for Nagi. He would sneak down those stairs, go out to the barn, lay in the hay next to Dan, his hound dog. He'd look at the night stars. Oh, they seemed close enough to touch. It didn't dawn on him to be afraid of the dark, not as long as Dan was there. When the fighting had stopped, Nagi's mom would come out there and walk him back to the house. She would hold his hand and told him to listen for the birds and told him their names. Nagi's mom must have piled a dozen quilts on him. The weight of them held him snug. He breathed through a tiny opening and could feel the cold air on his face while the rest of him stayed warm. Nagi's mom would say, "Our adversities make us strong. Our victories make us wise. Our actions make us proud." She was his hero. She surpassed what would be expected. She never failed to inspire him to dream bigger, reach higher, and endure longer. Too often, we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. And since Nagi's mom, a Naka contributor, turned many lives around, I wrote this poem in honor of her. Who gave me birth upon the earth, my mother. Who nursed me through the chicken pox, my mother. Who stitched up my pretty frocks, my mother. Who was it taught me not to steal, my mother. Who served up many a tasty meal, my mother. Who taught me my first Bible verse, my mother. Who got embarrassed when I cursed, my mother. Who rubbed my aching legs at night, my mother. Who always said that I was bright, my mother. Who baked the bread that smelled so sweet, my mother. Who corrected me when I was bad, who made it better when I was sad. And why am I so awfully glad? She is my mother. I like that. Friends, Nagi's mom, a Naka contributor, took Nagi and went through fear and came out the other side. You gain strength and courage by looking fear in the face, by saying, I lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes. Fear is in your mind, and your mind can be changed. Friends, let me share this short poem that I like with you. Two natures beat within my breast. The one is foul, the other blessed. The one I love, the other I hate. The one I feed will dominate. Though you cannot go back and make a brand new start, my friend, anyone can start from now and make a brand new end. I'd like to read you this short quote. This quote is by Colin McCarty, but I liked it. Just remember that it's true. It takes rain to make rainbows, lemons to make lemonade, and sometimes it takes difficulties to make us stronger and better people. Friends, I'm out of time. Remember, Nagi always said, when you're good to others, you are best to yourself. Now you can reach me on and at John Willard 47 by tweeting. And if you want me to come to your event, well, I still have my dogs, and you know how that is. Remember, it's not what we gain, but what we give that measures the worth of the life we live. Until next time, friends.